Decapitation mode!
I'm gonna slice your ass in half!
Why you little?
Sen I Soshits!
There's no way we're gonna lose.
Epic fight! Battle of Women! A brawl for the ages! And I'm gonna bust all the heads!
The one thing I tried to escape was the one thing that came looking for me. And that is where my story begins.
The year was 596 Vorno Mediva. 300 years after the Medivan conquest, 1,000 years after the fall of Ikemos, and 12,000 years after the Third Orenogeth and the death of Urath, god of the Sudani. Murad the Usurper, Emperor of Orenia, a realm far to the north across the sea, invaded the shores of the Kingdom of Mediva. Led by the infamous Four Riders, Murad's soldiers laid waste to the villages along the Dahu River. One night, they came to Masad. The soldiers were looking for a boy with a mark on his hand. The mark of the Summoner.
While escaping, I found some civilians who need my aid. I first met Mulek. He was a friend of mine in Masad. I talked to him about the dangers that await me. From what I heard, they said they've found the horsemen, claiming that they're half men and half beasts. Apparently, they were also searching for me. I always wondered why were the Orenians so desperate to find me, especially because I have the mark of a summoner that I don't know where they want. If they wanted my power, they could have just took it from me. But then, I say they don't take any prisoners. So in order to fight against the Orenian soldiers, I had to fight back. With only my short sword, it is my only defense against the Orenians until I escape. Not knowing my strength yet, they usually send in the weakest soldiers as scouts to find me. Of course, they know better than to send the weak soldiers up onto the front lines. They are meant to be as bait. But before I head Before I venture out of Masad, I need to be sure I am strong enough to face Aim. If I was expected to escape Masad, as I said, I need to fight back. There was not much choice, as the Orenians would just come after me. So I had to learn all I can and to fight. Not knowing the dangers that it was beyond Masad. And I am against pillaging and looting, but I do need to use any means necessary to escape. There wasn't much of a choice in the matter, as Masad itself is already in flames by the Orenians. Another Orenian who are usually samurai, are fighters of the far north, or under the service of Masad. Although it is unclear why the Orenians want me, the one who bears the mark of a summoner, a Sarangani. But all in all, they still want to try to kill me, or perhaps incapacitate me to keep me alive. Because if I die, according to Yago, a next summoner would take my place. Although there is no telling who will be the next summoner should I perish. As I fought the Orenians, I am always strong, only a bit stronger, but only just a wee bit. It might not be enough for me to get through the Orenians. But now, I still need to push forward. I don't know when and how. I got to try. I found a group of survivors, including Nav, who was going across the bridge, but he dare not risk it because of that new Orenian soldier I found. Apparently, this one is not like the rest. For what I could tell, Nav was pretty scared. But I don't have any choice. The only way out there is through that man. That man is more of a barbarian than any Orenian soldier I fought. I could tell he's always stronger than them, considering how he wields the sledgehammer, his own trusted weapon. But regardless, I needed to fight him. It is the only way out of Masad. I used up every trick of my arsenal. With what was left, and I did manage to defeat him. And I can manage to get out. But I need to let the others know about it. For all they gave me was the same text full of fear. The fear of the Orenians massacring the entire village. They all told me just to go to Lenele. I do hope they find a way to survive, and try to find a way out of their own. As for me, I managed to find my way on the boat and head to Lenele.
Having eluded the Orenians, Joseph sailed to Lenele, where he hoped to find the old beggar named Yago. In the tongue of the ancient Runari, Lenele means City of Gods. For upon this site, the towers of Iliosi stood. Now Lenele was capital of Mediva, seat of King Belius VI, descendant of the victors of the Medivan conquest.
As I headed out, I went to Lenele, in search of a beggar, Yago. If I were to guess correctly, Yago might be around here somewhere. Hopefully, he will still remember me after all these years. After I told him to go away and not trouble me about destinies, and prophecies. As I traversed around this place, I found that there are others who are refugees to Lenele. Of course, there's not much going on around here. As right now, Lenele is more peaceful than Masad. On account of their king, King Belius the Sixth. As a farmer, had a hard time trying to go around it. But there was the old. And there are also thugs there. Don't know why they're guarding the sewers. But I assume these thugs were working for Tancred. Who we called the Prince of Beggars. But I don't have much time for that. With the Orenians already around as we speak, I need to find a way to get stronger. That's when I came across that lady. A traitor. Of course, unfortunately, I don't have much gold to offer. All I can get was either a healing draught or recovery tonic. Not much else. Hopefully there'll be some way to get there. They spoke of an ancient bow, a magic bow. Unfortunately, with what I currently am, and how weak I still am, an amateur when it comes to being a summoner, I still have ways to go. Right now, my only best but I did found Ill.
I grow powerful.
I did found Eos. Yes, I gave him that sword, and I managed to get a bit stronger. Because of that, as I completed his quest, as I'm returning that sword to him. I still have this, what I call, I shouldn't say the name for it, but I can say it's a better sword than what I got. And right now I can wield it with two hands, so that's good. Considering the two-handed swords are usually heavy, and they require two hands to use it.
Please, I beg of you, I must see Yago.
That's Lord Yago to you. Well...
Then Lord Yago it is. I have urgent business.
Business? What business? Will you sell him turnips? Has he borrowed your plow?
I come by his command. Stand aside and let me pass.
Listen, peasant. You be on your way now.
Yago is expecting me. Ask him. My name is...
Irrelevant. Now go or I'll spill your blood on the palace gate!
What's wrong, Your Grace? Won't they let you in the palace?
Huh? Who are you?
Follow me. I know a way in.
What are you talking about?
Come on. I'll explain when we get there. The guards are watching.
So this is your way into the palace? Through the sewers?
These tunnels date back to the City of Gods. They'll take you anywhere in Lenele, if you know the way.
I'm not going in there unless you tell me who you are and what you want.
As you wish. My name is Flece. I work for Tancred.
Tancred? The Prince of Beggars?
Yeah, that's the one. Prince of Beggars and King of Fleas.
How do I know you won't cut my throat down there, or stick a knife in my back? Why should I even trust you?
I wouldn't trust me if I were you, but you want to get in the palace, and so do I.
But why are you here? What do you want from me?
There's something I need to get from the palace.
But why are you helping me?
Because I need your help. The sewers are dangerous. I can't risk it alone.
You're making a mistake. I'm a farmer, not a warrior.
But your need is as great as mine. Let's go.
I didn't have any other choice but to go with Flece's words. As we did, we found not only the golems, but also the bonsai and these thugs that was trying to rob a chunk of salt. I really don't know why they are harmful. But regardless, we dispatched those criminals, as they're currently standing in our way. There was really no other place to turn to. But in any case, we did defeat them. And we did got the chunk of salt. And a sewer gate key. They'll be very handy when we'll across the sewers. More golems bar our path. After many days of training, we managed to make ourselves strong enough to face them. As after all, it was pretty complicated. As for Flece, there was another blast going. Still watching over. And then there's that named Zirkel. We told him that he was using false coins. So he came here with the goods he's. Of course, didn't give us any choice. We dispatched Zirkel, and destroyed him. And we took whatever he stole. The silk garments. Now that's taken care of. And as for Flece, she is right about one thing. If the knights spot me, they'll just follow me out. And it'll possibly have me executed for trespassing. So it was up to Flece to find a way in. Find a way to Yago. I don't know why she is after the ring amulet foe. I'm guessing that's for Tancred. But regardless, I had no choice but to let her do the work. I really wish I could go with her, but until it was safe to come up, it would be wise if Flece would go.
I am the king of Mediva. Show yourself, intruder, or I will summon the guard.
How is it you don't recognize me, Bellius?
By the blood of Urath, I am haunted by ghosts.
Haunted by the living, Your Majesty.
Why have you come? What do you want from me?
I come only to whisper in your ear.
Impossible. This cannot be true.
I have journeyed too far to lie to you.
Enough! You are nothing but a ghost, a phantom. You have said your piece. Now go.
You have aged, Bellius. You are now an old man. Our paths have crossed for the last time.
No, it cannot be.
I am a clever one.
And so the guards were dispatched to find Joseph in the cellar of the palace. And meanwhile, Flece and I proceeded to the great hall to wait for Joseph. There the king's vassals were gathering for the war council. At last, my protege and I were reunited.
We found this lad in the cellar.
That will be all. Well, Joseph, truly the forces of destiny are at work. I feared you wouldn't come.
So, here I am, back in Lenele Palace, and back with an old beggar, actually, a counselor of the Lord, Yago. I never mentioned how I met him many years ago. Well, but then somehow he managed to return that ring back to me, and I managed to use a skill summon. So, it really wasn't exactly my purpose, but it is a start. For now, our journey must wait another time. Flece and I must train more in order to get stronger. And we must, right before we find the other two stones. Well, three actually. One is the Ring of Light, the Ring of Fire, and the Ring of Stone. Right now, we have the Ring of Darkness. Allow me to summon the Black Fire Elemental. I don't know what else creatures I could unleash, but I can't afford to risk it. As it stands, Flece and I must make certain that we're ready on our journey. Our first stop will be Iona, where the Ring of Light is. It is hidden in the catacombs, homes of kings.